Hi, everyone. Of course, I was very disappointed that we couldn't offer our spring concert, but I think it's just so important for us to follow some of our traditions. So thank you for taking the time to listen to me share a few thoughts. While we're not offering our concert, which had the theme of raining cats and dogs, um, it is raining today, and um, our cat did dress for the occasion. You say hi? Well, I certainly would have preferred to offer my salute to our graduating seniors in person so that the full ensemble and an audience filled with friends and family could be there to cheer them on. Um, it's very important to me and the student leadership of the ensemble that we express our gratitude for these seniors' contributions. I'm hoping that as many of these seniors as possible can join us in the fall for our next concert, either back in the ensemble or as audience members, at which time it will be a really great pleasure to share our affection and appreciation again. But they're graduating now, and it's important to celebrate their accomplishments. So I hope you'll applaud for them wherever you are and can join us in our concert hall in the fall when we do something like this again. Before I get started, I did want to take a moment to thank and acknowledge some other people who are very important to our program. And I wanted to thank the Wind Ensemble's Council for their work this year. They're led by Matt Fishman. They do so much behind the scenes to make what we do possible. I'm very grateful to them. The whole group is grateful to them. In particular, they dealt with so many unexpected twists and turns this term. We appreciate their support, their time, their professionalism, and creativity in problem solving. So thank you to the council. I also wanted to take a moment to offer heartfelt thanks to Allison Betzold, who is leaving Northeastern to pursue her DMA at the University of Illinois. She's done so much for the band program as conductor of the pep band and concert band. Both ensembles grew so much in participation, and their musicianship improved tremendously under her enthusiastic guidance. She did a fantastic job leading the wind ensemble last term when I was on leave. She's a dynamic musical conductor, a tireless advocate for students and their programs, and someone who doesn't rest until a job is done and done well. In just a few years at Northeastern, she became an incredibly valued colleague and a good friend. We all wish her the best in her continued studies and hope she'll visit us often. Now, on to our seniors. And perhaps I say this most years, but it's hard to imagine this ensemble without our graduating seniors. The people leaving the group now brought such wonderful musicianship, collegiality, creativity, and dedication to the ensemble, and they will all be missed unless they come back in the fall, and then we won't have to miss them. So here they are. Our first senior has been in the wind ensemble for 10 semesters through her bachelor and master's program in chemical engineering and engineering management, during which she did co-ops at biotech companies researching and developing drugs to treat cancer and Duchenne muscular dystrophy. She's been a mainstay in our clarinet section since her arrival, someone we could count on to prepare featured parts with great musicality. After her graduation, she'll be working at Dragonfly Therapeutics, continuing her research in cancer treatments. For her dedication and all her very musical contributions to the group, we want to thank and congratulate Jennifer Lee. Next, I'd like to acknowledge a senior who has not only played with the wind ensemble since his arrival on campus, but has been a musical leader in his section and contributed to the organization by serving on the group's council for a number of terms as our manager. He studied electrical engineering, concentrating in communications control and signal processing, and will be receiving his bachelor and master's degree. In June, he'll begin his work as an engineer at MathWorks in Natick, Massachusetts, working on the MATLAB product. Before arriving at Northeastern, he played in selective groups like NEC Prep's Massachusetts Youth Wind Ensemble, Youth Symphony, and All-State. And over the years, we've enjoyed his playing both on flute and piccolo, including many featured solos. We're grateful to him for sharing his enthusiasm, his musicianship, and for everything he's done for the organization. Please join me in thanking Matan Silver. Our next senior has made a great impact on the musical community at Northeastern by dedicating his time and considerable musical talents to numerous organizations, along with playing numerous instruments. A longtime member of the Wind Ensemble's clarinet section, he's played bass clarinet now for several semesters and has routinely moved to piano when asked, applying his truly remarkable keyboard skills so masterfully on many challenging pieces. He's been a musical leader on clarinet and bass clarinet, and on piano he's been in demand across campus as a soloist, playing concerti with the concert band and orchestra. He plays saxophone with the pep band and played multiple instruments in pit orchestras with New Stage, the musical theater organization on campus. He completed a minor in performance on clarinet, all while pursuing a major in economics and mathematics and additional minors in civil engineering and business. He aspires to build a career in the airline industry and will continue his graduate work on campus this fall in transportation engineering while completing his certificate in piano performance through a joint program that Northeastern has with New England Conservatory. So he'll be here in the fall. That means we'll have a chance to collaborate with him again for sure, which we're very much looking forward to. But for now, we want to salute and thank not only a great musician, but an incredibly friendly and conscientious member of this group, Andrew Lee. Next, I'd like to acknowledge a senior who has made his own unique contributions to the ensemble over 8 semesters. He's an electronics engineer specializing in audio signal processing and works on signal processing computer chips as an applications engineer at Analog Devices. With the Wind Ensemble, not only is he a fine performer and a leader in his section, but with his composing partner and fellow percussionist, Sam Panisha, has created original works for the percussion section, and this semester created a new piece for the full Wind Ensemble, a work that we'll perform in the fall. Part of the mission of the Wind Ensemble is to read and perform student compositions, so it's particularly exciting when members of the ensemble share their time and skills in this way, creating new pieces for the group, to experience and premiere. I admire his creativity, his commitment to writing, as well as his fine playing and leadership within his section. I've greatly enjoyed our many conversations about composing and salute his contributions to the group, his conscientiousness, his dedication to a job well done. Please join me in thanking Joshua Berlin. Our next senior studied civil engineering with a concentration in structural engineering and had minors in mathematics and computer science, but somehow found time to play in Wind Ensemble, Jazz Ensemble, and the New Stage pit orchestras every semester. He was here except for one, but he had a good excuse then because he wasn't here. He was in Singapore on co-op. I learned recently that he played keyboard for New Stage and was planning on debuting on trombone this term with them, although he made his mark with the Wind Ensemble in our trumpet section, playing many, many leading parts and solos with us over the years. In addition to his musical leadership, he demonstrated his commitment to the ensemble by serving as the group's treasurer for a number of terms. And his treasurer's announcements were something I look forward to each week as he brought humor to his gentle reminders to everyone to pay their dues. He says he is thankful for the music-making community at Northeastern, and we're grateful he chose to be a part of this community, sharing his musicianship, hard work, humor, and leadership with the ensemble. He plans to hike the Appalachian Trail after graduation. We wish him the best on that and future adventures. Thanks so much to Riley Grant. Our next graduating member has made a tremendous impact on our program. She's a business management major and music industry minor, and while she says she's learned a lot from her studies in co-ops, in financial services at John Hancock and Amundi Pioneer, she says the most meaningful aspects of her time at Northeastern have come from her involvement in music. I think she got a lot out of our programs because of all she put in. She's been a longtime member of the Wind Ensemble, concert band, symphony orchestra, pep band, and Kappa Kappa Psi, the music service fraternity that supports our Wind Ensemble and supports our entire band program. It's an organization we are very, very grateful for. Beyond just playing in all these groups, which would be a major commitment on its own, she contributed to this ensemble by serving as the events coordinator for a year, a role she also filled with the pep band. She made a huge mark on our community, though, through her work with the pep band, where she's been the student conductor for 3 years. An extraordinary commitment, and one that she executed with energy, responsibility, and skill. And at a great university like this, where students have so many opportunities, academic, co-curricular, co-op, sometimes it's hard for a student musician to find time to commit to serious study of their instrument, but she did just that, improving year after year, and now she leads her section. I'm thrilled to learn that she plans on continuing with the bassoon after graduation. We want to thank her for sharing her time, energy, musicianship, and leadership with our whole band program. She's made a profound impact not only in these various roles, but as a friendly and conscientious collaborator. Please join me in congratulating Victoria Dominguez. The last senior I want to acknowledge and thank is a computer engineering and computer science major. While he played with the concert band and symphony orchestra, he made a huge impact on the wind ensemble as a member for 10 semesters, showing an extra commitment to the group by serving on the council for 6 terms in a variety of roles: librarian, secretary, and then a very productive year as president. He made a musical impact from his very first semester in the group, serving as our principal clarinet from the beginning and being featured in a concerto in his first year with the ensemble. And he's in demand as a musician beyond his participation in this group. In recent years with other select ensembles, he's performed at Symphony Hall and on different continents. Yet he made it a priority always to do all he could to build our program, and has been a steady force for improving the ensemble's musicality and musical ambition. While he led the group administratively as president, he's also led by musical example through consistently preparing and performing at the highest level, both as a clarinetist and as an E-flat clarinetist. And I have to say he is the best E-flat clarinet player I've ever had the pleasure of collaborating with. And I think the ensemble will agree that his solo work on the concerto for B-flat clarinet we prepared this term was exciting, expressive, beautiful, and a technical tour de force. It was incredible. His commitment to musical excellence will leave a lasting mark on this group, and I'm grateful to him for all he's put into our music making and thank him for many years of friendly, rewarding collaboration. A warm thank you to Diego Basigalupe. Let me conclude by congratulating all the seniors once again and reminding everyone that my hope is that we will have a concert this fall during which we can involve as many of our seniors as possible as performers, and if that isn't feasible for them, as audience members we can salute in person or through a live stream. We thank them all for so many exciting, rewarding, and beautiful musical experiences. I look forward to seeing them and all of you sometime soon. Thank you.